Hello again, YouTube. I want to do one more video for today. And this video is going to be titled, My Only Adult Girlfriend I Had Was an Asian Woman. It was an Asian girl. I want to share my experiences having a girlfriend when I was in my early 20s as an Asian girl, with an Asian girl overseas. I'm the knowledge seeker Leroy Clark, and I want to share this story. So I joined the military back when I was a teeny bopper, 19, going on 20. I started the National Guard, and I just went full-time active Army after I graduated high school. I did my basic training in my junior summer of high school, and then as a senior, I was doing one weekend a month, and in the summertime, like two months out of the year, and I was a National Guardsman. And Louisiana National Guard, I went full active Army, and I remember getting into the Army and getting into the barracks, and I noticed dudes, of course, dudes and girls, soldiers and soldierettes, you know, they do their thing. They had partners, girlfriends, and boyfriends, and I didn't have that. At the time, it was living with each other, and I never had a living girlfriend at the time. And I was like, man, I wish I had something like that. So I was going out shooting my shots. It was shooting my luck, shooting my shot at the girls, and no success. Even off campus, no success. I had a couple, flings, I wasn't no virgin, so I was getting it in, at the clubs and stuff, not to be too graphic, but I just couldn't get any steadies. So I remember I was at Fort Riley, Kansas. I was stationed there, and I wanted to go overseas, and I was like, I don't just want to do Kansas when I'm in the military. I want some action. I want to see the world. So I put in a request to go to Korea. And at the time, back in 2001, 2000, no wars wasn't going on. That Iraq war kicked off, but it wasn't happening at the time. And I put in a request to see a part of the world. And Korea, they had open slots available. It's like, well, you can join Korea. Well, we need people over there. So I put in a request. They called it the 4187 at the time, and I went to Korea. And I was like, oh man, that'd be cool if I could see, Korea, and maybe potentially get a Korean girlfriend. I'm going to shoot my shot. So over there and overseas, I'm going to see if I can do it. If I don't have no luck in the States, I'm going to see if I can get luck overseas. So I went overseas, and I was in Korea. And imagine, Korea is totally different. It's like the language barrier and the culture barrier, so it was, my odds was kind of dwindling. It went down because all I had was, the few soldiers on the base, and I didn't have much success there. And out there in Korea, just the language barrier, there was like a few girls was kind of interested, but it was just, Korean girls are shy. They blush real hard, and they just completely shy. So I had no luck there. Matter of fact, I was this Chad light dude. I'm gonna call him a Chad. Dude was super tall, a black dude. I was hanging out with him, and I seen the difference. Just the look, just the Korean girls looking at him, they blush, because Korean girls are super shy. They blush. A lot of the girls blush, and he was like, hey man, check it out. I looked at the Korean girl, and she was blushing like she was just, like a little kid. And he was like, I'm not interested. He liked the black woman, but yeah, it was whatever. I was just down bad. I wanted to see what I can get, but your boy lucked out, man. Let me share the story. The boy lucked out. I lucked out. So I was on base, and there was this Korean girl she was a soldier. I can't say the word. A soldier. She was a Korean soldier. She was stationed at a different location in Korea. And I seen her, and I was like, oh, this girl, she's a cutie, So I was like, I shot my shot at her. I smiled, and I was like, hey, you look cute. And she responded back. She's like, hey, you're not that bad looking. I'm 21 at the time, super fit, young, or younger than me. I was 220, 230. I still struggle with weight in the military, but a 220 guy, kind of bulky in the military, that's pretty decent looking for her. And we started hanging out, and we was talking, and it's like, well, hey, I like you. So I made a kiss at her, and she kissed me back. And next thing you know, we're hanging out and hooking up and having a good time, and she became my girl, and we was dating, and we went out, and this is the only adult girlfriend I had in my life. And back at the barracks, me being a black dude and a Korean soldier girl, and people was hating, man. People wasn't having it. I was getting all kind of looks, all kind of mockery. The girls on the base finally noticed me, but it wasn't pleasant. Like, they was just saying, like, oh, how did he get her? You know, how it was just too much. And like, hearing this, my friend, my Chad friend, he was a Chad. He was happy for me. He was stoked. He's like, hey man, good job. But it was just a lot of haters, man. Even the sergeants were just like bothering me and harassing me about it. And I just felt all this attention I was just getting, just having this Korean girlfriend. And I noticed, like, even in my youth, like when I was much younger and I had the girls checking for me, there was always dudes or somebody speaking on it and just making the situation awkward and uncomfortable. And, you know, yeah, when I was much younger, like I don't know, I guess I had better looks when I was younger, because some of the girls of dudes, like, they was looking at me and it's just like I was a, you know, teeny bopper, 15, 16, like, hey, what are you doing? My daughter, and their daughter's the same age as me. It was just, I got that smoke. They had that smoke for me, man. And this was no exception. So on the Korean, on the base, I was just getting a lot of looks, a lot of people talking on it, a lot of people trying to even get at the girl I was getting at. I guess she was out of my looks. Even though I attracted her, I guess I would say out of my looks, I was maybe 5-ish, 6s, 5 to 6 range. I was fit, young, black guy, and I guess she liked my aesthetic. But, you know, dudes that mocked me and other dudes that just hated them, or even girls that just didn't like it, wasn't having it. And sadly, y'all, I just let it go. I couldn't. I just lost my confidence, and I didn't want to, you know, she was cool with it, but I was like, man, I was intimidated by the situation. I was just losing my confidence. Like, man, somebody's going to steal her, and I'm getting all this attention. So I just dropped her. I was like, hey, I don't want to date no more. And she was pissed, man. She was pissed, and I told her that, and it broke her heart. And we just stopped speaking to each other. Yeah, but sadly, ever since then, I haven't had a girl since. I had like flings, one night stands, but I never had. I got this stain on my shirt here. All right. That got there. Guess I was doing so. It distracted me. Sorry, but yeah. Ever since then, no steady relationships. I see people in relationships and stuff all the time, and I still kind of get mocked, because when people are out and about with their relationships, it seems like they kiss in front of me and hold hands, and they just mock me. And but ever since I let her go decades ago, because of the awkwardness and just the attention, and I haven't had no luck since. But I still go out, I still shoot my shot, I still have a couple of the occasional flings and one night stands, protection of course. But yeah, that was my experience dating an Asian girl, and the only girlfriend I had as an adult was an Asian girl. She was super cute too, man. She was fit in the military too. She was curvy, had the big old chest. Like, and I would say she was a 7. Like, but she chose me, and people just wasn't feeling it. And in the end, I wasn't feeling it. I just didn't. When you date a girl out of your looks, and people come for her, and just the attention, and plus the black and Asian thing, I guess too. But yeah, I just wanted to share that story. But now I figure, as a middle-aged guy, I could definitely handle that. It's whatever. But I was super young. But I'm gonna try. But I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky again. I don't think I'm getting that lucky again. But yeah, at least I got to experience that. But yeah, thank you for listening, and enjoy your day and night. Bye.